On the most anticipated night of the year, under the bright lights and relentless flashes of high fashion, something dark unfolded. It was the final round of a renowned design competition, where dreams are made, or shattered. As a young, promising designer was preparing to unveil her masterpiece to the world, she found her sketch torn. There were no witnesses, only silence, tension, and a trail of suspicion. What had happened backstage? Was it just a tragic accident? Or had someone tried to silence a rising star before she could shine too brightly? Emma Brooks was just 26 years old when she was selected to compete in Europe's most prestigious fashion contest, Vogue New Visions. Known for her bold style and striking sketch work, Emma commanded attention, and not just from the audience. Among the competitors, there was one name that stood out almost as much as hers: Olivia Mitchell, a celebrated designer in the underground fashion scene and a seasoned veteran of competitions. The two had never met personally, but backstage, sparks quickly flew. Cold glances, subtle remarks, and growing tension colored the rehearsals. This was more than a competition. It was a battle of ego, talent, and territory. During the final week, Emma presented a sketch that quite literally stopped people in the corridors. A dress with a fluid silhouette, asymmetric cutouts, and details inspired by Baroque paintings. Daring, innovative, and according to some judges, worthy of an international runway. But few knew that this sketch had been created during a lonely, sleepless night. After a vivid dream Emma interpreted as a sign. She hadn't even shown the drawing to her full team. She wanted it to be a surprise. And it was, just not the kind she expected. It was the day of the grand finale. The models were ready, the sketches aligned, and backstage tension was so thick you could cut it with shears. Emma entered her dressing room for final adjustments and froze. Her sketch, the original, the visual blueprint of the most important dress of her career, was ripped in half, jaggedly torn, with a strange smell of fresh ink clinging to the paper. No words were spoken. Emma's eyes filled with restrained tears, but she took a deep breath, grabbed her tablet with a digital version of the design, and moved forward. Even with her heart aching, the show had to go on, but something inside her had shifted. Rumors started swirling even before the show ended. Who would rip a sketch? And why? Some of Emma's colleagues pointed fingers at Olivia, the obvious rival, who had once caught a glimpse of the sketch and had remarked, with a razor-sharp tone, that it seemed awfully ambitious for a newcomer. Others mentioned Ethan, a technical assistant whom Emma had fired just days earlier after catching him secretly photographing designs without permission. There were even whispers that the competition organizers themselves might have had a hand in it, perhaps trying to rig the results, keeping the spotlight on more established names. Emma never revealed what truly happened. Months later, in an interview with an independent fashion magazine, she simply said, "Sometimes, it's not just the paper they tear. It's the illusion that fashion is only about glamour. The truth lies in the invisible stitches." That torn sketch was never redrawn, but the final piece based on it was celebrated internationally. Olivia, on the other hand, disappeared from the spotlight for a while, surrounded by rumors of sabotage that were never proven, but never denied either. Coincidence or revenge? Maybe we'll never know. But for Emma, that moment marked the beginning of a new chapter, more confident, stronger, and more determined to teach other designers how to put their ideas on paper with true confidence. Want to create striking fashion sketches that can survive even the toughest backstage storms? Download my Croquis Bases ebook now and learn how to build professional silhouettes that showcase your ideas and make any portfolio stand out. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced designer, your next sketch could change everything. Click the link in the pinned comment or in the description, and get yours now.